One day there was a chicken and a pig walking by the church. The sign on the church bulletin board said, for Mission Sunday, breakfast will be served in the church hall. Ham and eggs. Chicken and the pig, who were very good Catholics, said, oh, look, our people are contributing to the mission of the church. The pig said, well, for you it's a contribution. For me, it's a sacrifice. The two widows in the gospel today, in the gospel and in the first reading, both made a sacrifice. They gave all that they had. In the first reading from the first book of Kings, the widow gave literally her last meal to Elijah, trusting in God. And the widow in the gospel gave all that she had. Reminds me that when I was in the seminary, we had students from all over the world there. One of the students told me that once he was in his home country and in church, when the collection basket was being passed around, saw a woman who did not have any money to put in the basket. So she put the basket on the ground and she stepped into it, then stepped out. Put her life, offered up her life to the Lord. You've heard the story, don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? Well, that can make a lot of sense. But another way, the widows today put all their eggs in the Lord's basket. Sometimes we put our eggs in different baskets, We have some eggs in the basket of our bank account, and some eggs in the basket of our education, and some eggs in the basket of our friends or our family. But the widows today ultimately put all their eggs in the basket of God. They depended on God and nothing else. Sometimes we have to be like these widows at the bottom of the barrel at our last ends before we totally trust in God. Because sometimes when everything is going good for us and we have plenty, we feel strong, we trust in those other baskets. That's the danger of being rich. We don't need to trust in God. Do we put all our eggs into the God basket? Some years ago, Father Ron Reeder, a Capuchin priest in the United States, told me how he went to a new parish as the parish priest. There was a lot of buildings to maintain, and there was only enough money every year just to pay the bills. And then he was told that the church would need a new roof, and it would cost $700,000. He was wondering how he could possibly pay for that. Called up a friend of his, a priest, and that priest told him, the first thing that you should do is announce that 10% of all the income the church brings in, 10%, the first 10% will go to the poor. Come up with a list of local and international charities and announce that to your people. 10% of all income, the first 10% will go to the poor. Wonder, well, how can we do this? I can barely pay my bills now. Well, the priest said, no, trust in God. So the priest did that. Father Ron Reeder, he announced that 10% of all the church income would go to the poor. Within 1 year, he had plenty of money to build the new roof of the church. God is love. Those who are connected to God are full of love. God is giving. Those who are connected to God are giving. The paradox of Christianity is that the more we give, the more we receive. If we want to be happy, we try to make others happy. If we want peace, we try to bring peace to others. If we want joy, we try to bring happiness to others. Better give than to receive. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it's in giving that we receive, and it's in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it's in dying that we are born to eternal life. When we give, even though not sure where we're going to get enough from, when we continue to give, we are like the Lord on the cross who gave everything for us. And out of his giving of every drop of blood, there is abundance. When we trust in God with all that we have and put all our eggs in God's basket, there is abundance of life.